Alright guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing this morning? Well, in the process of making this birdhouse, the record didn't work. So I was building it and I looked up and I was like, dude, I ain't recording. And I already had it, most of it put together. So anyway, I'm going to show you right now I'm putting the bottom base on. Yeah. Unfortunately, it unfortunately, like I said, for some reason it didn't record. So here we are. So, but this is what I got so far, guys. See that? Yeah, this is what I got so far. Now you're probably gonna look at it and go, man, that looks crazy right here, right? Yeah. Well, I done it like that for a reason. Okay, I done it like that for a reason. Cause what I'm gonna put right here, since he wanted a luxury birdhouse, Randy Lee did. So what I'm gonna do is that up top here, I'm gonna make a bird feeder. And I'm gonna put a little roof on it and the whole 9 yards. But I'm in the process of doing that now. But this is what the side, this is the pattern that I decided to do on the side of it. Yeah, to make it different. Which I would burned all that in and the whole 9 yards. See that? There you go. So now, and oh, something else too I thought of. When I was trying to figure out my design, and I was showing y'all, I was using my Foster bits, and I was drilling all different kind of holes, all different kind of size holes and all that on this. I got to thinking about it, and I was like, that would be an awesome soap dish. Cause the way you see it's flat on one side and it's rounded off, right? All right, well, most tubs, most, showers or tubs or whatever, they have those little shelves, they come up like this, and then they have it on the bottom where you set your shampoo and all that, and you can set your soap up here. Well, this right here will fit perfect. And you can get some kind of a water sealer and just, seal this up. And you can do that design, well, not this design, but you can do you a design with your router bits like this, and you can make you a soap dish. Yeah, you can make you a soap dish. You can stain it and then go back and put some kind of water seal on it, and there you go. And then you have you a little soap dish, and your hose will be where all your soap and everything, drains off, and it can drain in these holes. And if you want to, you can drill you some holes in here. You can drill you some holes in here and just let it run through. You can do that too. But anyway, I got to thinking about that, and I was like, man, that'll make a great soap dish. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, what I'm doing now, and I went ahead and I had, cut out went ahead and cut. Well, did I break it? No, I didn't break it, chip it, or nothing. Good deal. Anyway, I went ahead and stained one side, as you see. I went ahead and stained one side of these. And these are going to be the roof. Okay? These are going to be the roof so that the bird feed don't get wet when it rains. And I'm going to have it up like this, as you can see. I'm going to have it up like this. And I'm going to go ahead and close this off and close this off. And you can sprinkle you a little bit of bird. Don't put a lot of bird seed, because you don't want every bird in the yard coming here when there's another bird that's in here with their babies or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So you just want to put just a little bit in there, and that way they'll have a home and they'll have food. There you go. So anyway, what I'm doing now is trying to figure out what I want to do next, and I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do next. And I went ahead and I measured off, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, square rod, and this is a thick one. This is, which I got these in those bags that I've done showed y'all. This is the biggest one that's in the bag right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it off. I've already measured it, and it's see how long is it? It's an inch and it's an inch and a quarter. It's an inch and it's a quarter long. Yeah. It's an inch and it's a quarter long. I'm going to cut that off for this end. And then I'm going to measure this end and see what it is. But anyway, there you go. And I'm going to go ahead and start on the top, because I got a lot of things that I'm going to do to this. I ain't nowhere near. Now, you see where I shot it? Well, I'm covering that up. I'm going to cover that up. I got an idea for that. Just like where I shot it here and here, I'm going to cover it up with these. Okay? And, yeah. And then that way you won't be able to tell that this was shot with a frame gun. There you go. Alright, so let me get my bifocals on so that we can get started. Something like that. There you go. Yeah. Alright, so let me slide you over here for just a second. Let's go ahead and get some things going. Alright. So there's one. Slide you back over here so you can see what I'm doing. And yeah, I could use a tape measure and measure this out, but I'm not going to do that. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it like this. And then I'm going to mark it where I need it. On the edge. See? That's how wide that one is. Alright. And see that right there fits right down in there like it's supposed to. Yeah, that'd be fine. Alright, so now let me slide this over. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and throw some. Yeah. Well, you know what? That needs to be cleaned out anyway. It does. Let me clean it out. Every once in a while, I have to do some cleaning. Yeah, this glue gets all See, there's a bunch of glue up in here that I need to get out of here. So let me just do this. Yeah, every once in a while you have to do this. Yeah. Or I do anyway. Yeah. Because you always end up with a big old blob somewhere that's dried. And see all that right there that's dried? See that? Yeah, it's all hard as a rock. Well, that gets in your way. And you want to make sure that you keep it. You always want to make sure that you keep your glue clean. That way you won't have a tough time with it. Or that's what I did. Now, that's just me now. Not everybody's the same. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But it really helps if you do. Yeah. See, now it's all nice and clean in there. See that? There you go. And then you just hit it. Now you see that? You see how easy that was? Yeah. Yeah, let me just take it. Set it right there like that. Rub it in. There you go. Alright, I got that one in. Let me get that little extra glue off there. Now I hadn't put much glue on this because I used a frame gun. Yeah. But I am gonna have some glue on this. Because what I got in store for it, I'll be using some glue on it. So. But as of right now, I'm just using a little bit. Alright, so now let me line this up like it's supposed to be. Mark it off. And right there. Alright. So I got that right there done. Alright, let me bring you back over here. Ooh, whipped you around, didn't I? Yeah, I like doing that, apparently. Bring this, put it on this side right there. There we go. Now let me whip you back around. Alright. Yeah, I know I had you all up in the camera. Yeah, my kiddo's sick and we're trying to make him a doctor's appointment, so I was making sure that I wasn't getting a message. Ooh, I made that. See now see, I made that one snug like a bug in there. Look at that. Yeah. All right, that's what I want. All right, so now let me throw a little bit of glue on here. Try not to put as much as I did the last time, because I mean I got plenty of glue, but you don't want to waste it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want to waste it. Especially right now in this economy that's going on. You don't want to waste it. That you don't. Costs too much. Back it up a little bit more. Alright, so by doing that, get that little bit of extra glue off there. Now you don't have to hang this bird house outside. Now, if you want it for inside decoration, you can do that if you want to. You know, you can do an inside decoration. And what I mean is that you can go get you one of them little fake birds, and you can put it, you know, you can have it sitting in here, or you can have it on a little perch right here, and you can put you some little grass and whatever, and you can hang it in your house and make it look, you know, and you can have it for a decoration if you're into birds. There's people out there that's actually into birds. Which, you know, they go, it's, you know, what you call bird watching. You know, they like to go watch all these different kind of birds. Well, you can do that if you're a bird watcher and you're all into birds. Well, there you go. You know, you can do that. You can have it in your house as a decoration if you want to. You know, I mean, you don't have to put this outside, but it's meant to be outside. Let me make sure I got that right before I go to cutting on it and make sure I got what I need here. Alright, so what I need to do is, see, I've already got this one marked. So what I'm going to do is that I need to cut it. Alright, I need to cut it straight on it. Alright, I'm going to let them dry. While I let them dry, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to the roof right here. Just give me a minute and let me cut one out and I'll show you. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut one out and show you. Alright, set that one to the side. Now, let me bring you back around. Now let me tell you what I've done here. There you go. Now, on these, I didn't make these, okay? All right. I don't know if you remember, but I told y'all that I went to Lowe's. Ooh, that is sawdusty. Yeah, it is. But I went and bought me some of these. Hold on, let me see if I can get it right for you. I went and bought me some of these, paid $5 for them. See that? Okay. All right. All right. These are what you use to shimmy in your wood. But anyway, so what I've done is that I've took the thin piece, because you see how it's flat. Then it, well, matter of fact, when I made my truck, when I made that truck that I got my box sitting on the back of, this is what I used for the bed. And if you remember, see how it goes thick then real thin? See there? See how that right there is? See how that is? All right. Well, what I'm doing is I'm, you know, cutting off the thin part. See? I'm, you know, cutting off the thin part, and that's what I'm going to use for my roof. Yeah, because, well, it's going to be kind of like shingles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one. That's perfect, man. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one here, and I'm going to do one on top of it, then one on top of it, and I'm going to go all the way up like that, and I'm going to make it look like shingles. And that's going to cover up where I shot it with you know, frame gun. Yeah, if I can talk, there you go. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. And this is perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line them up like this right here. Line it up like this. Then I'm just going to mark it up. Yeah. Mark it off. And then you take your same one and you do all of them. I'm going to do a couple of them. And I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of them. That way I can go ahead and just knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 birds, get it? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it made it funny. Alright, so alright. So now let me do, see, I don't want that one, that's too thick, too thick, too thick. And see, and that's something else you gotta look at. See how much, here, you know, prime example. Alright, you see how thin that is as it goes down? See how thick that one is as it go down? Now see, that'll be an offset, so you can't use it. There you go. So, what you want to do is you want to dig in them and you want to find your thin ones and go from there. Because you don't want, here, let me use these. Because these are a lot lighter than those are. And I want them all pretty much the same here. You get up there. Acting crazy. Ooh, the bottom's out. How did the bottom come out? Oh, it was already out. I got you. But anyway, see, that's what you want to do. Now, see, these are the same. See, those over there were darker. And that's what you don't want. So now, here we go. There's a thin one right there. But yeah, I thought I'd get back on here, man, and show y'all what I'm doing. I couldn't believe that when I was putting this together, I wasn't recording. No. So anyway, here we are. I was like, are you serious? I was like, well, I'll just have to show them what I got. You know, even though it's, they've missed out on a lot of it. I said, I'll just have to show them what I got. Well, don't go that way, go this way. So, here we are, guys. But this is what I got. Now, I'm going to do a lot to this, guys. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot to this. I'm going to put me some little rails right here. And, oh yeah. And on this end, right here, you see I got it marked, right? All right, well, I'm going to, you know, cut that out. And I'm going to make a mailbox. Yeah, and I'm going to put a mailbox on here. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff. You know, and it's taking me a minute. Yeah, it is. Because I'm doing a lot of detailing. I'm doing a lot of detailing on this. Yeah, I mean, now, you know, I could have just, thrown this to, together like this right here and say, bam, there's you a birdhouse. But no, that's not my style. I like to do, a lot of detail. You know, I like to do a lot of detail. That's something that I like to do. Because I like to, because with me doing artwork the way I do, and I do a lot of detailing and all that, I like to put a wow factor, I guess you would say, on mine. You know, and I'm just doing it, I'm back here doing it in this little old bitty room that I built. I just do this to help ease my mind. And and when I do this, I don't like to be ordinary. No, I don't like to be ordinary. I like to do things, you know, I like to, what am I trying to say? I like to do everything on the next level. There you go. You know, and the thing of it is that, you know, my mind's always, you know, coming up with, you know, ideas on what I want to do. You know, so here we are. Now you see how that looks. I may do something with that. I may come up with some kind of something and bring it up. You know, you never know what I might do. I'm constantly coming up with something. Yeah, now see, that one's too thick. So all of these won't work right there. Okay. So now let me cut these. So let me bring you over here and let me start cutting. And what I need to do is that I need to come right there. Set that one to the side. Come right here. But I always like to do stuff. Now you know what? Hold on, before I jump the gun, let me look at something right quick. I know I ain't got you on camera. That's perfect. Perfect. All right, I'm doing it right. Now I'm back on camera. Yeah. Now I'm back on camera. I wanted to make sure. Here, put that over here. Make sure I'm doing this right. But I always like to do stuff different than everybody else. I've seen people make birdhouses on YouTube, and they just plain Jane birdhouses. See, I'm totally the opposite. Yeah, I'm totally the opposite. I'm gonna take their idea, but I'm gonna do it my way. And see, that's what you can do. You know, because everybody shares off everybody else. I don't care. I don't care what, you know. I don't care what you're doing. If you're doing football, everybody takes off of what somebody else did. If you're doing basketball, golf, if you're doing music, it don't matter. Everybody, somewhere down the line, it's been done. It's just that each and every person, they put their own, you know, twist on it. But everything's been done. You know, you just put your own, you know, twist on it is all you need to do. And see, and that's what I'm doing. I'm putting my own. That's like if you build a car. Everybody, what you've done, somebody else has done. You know, it's just that you put your own little twist on it to make it yours. And that's basically what I'm doing right here. I'm doing the same thing. You know, I'm putting my own little twist on this and I'm making it mine. You know, and that's all you got to do. You know, just put your own little twist on it. Yeah, that's all you got to do is just put your own little twist on it. And that's what I'm doing right now. Putting my own little twist on it. Yeah. Now, there you go. And then you come back. And then what you want to do is you want to come back and you want to. I'm going to come back and do it like that. That's what I'm going to do. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to come back and do it like that. Then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Yeah. And look here, if you haven't subscribed, guys, you know, I'd appreciate it if you would. It's free. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. And it would really help support my channel, guys. It really would. It would, you know, help me to get to where I can start making some money at this, and I can get better tools, and I can do bigger projects and better projects and come up with bigger ideas and better ideas. Yeah, I mean, you know, it don't cost you nothing to subscribe to me. And that helps a whole lot, guys. I mean, you know, I don't like to get on here and beg, or, well, not beg. I don't like to get on here and have to mention that, you know, but that's part of YouTube, you know. I mean, you know, that's part of YouTube. And look, I dropped a video about 16 hours ago. Guys, y'all go back and check it out. Yeah, I dropped a video about 16 hours ago, guys. Y'all go check it out. Yeah. And it would really help my channel. Yeah, it would. If you'd go back and check it out. But, yeah, because, I mean, you know, now, I know that my past videos, you know, at the very end of my videos, I have, you know, I've always said to like and share and subscribe and you know, comment if you want to. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I hadn't been saying that. Well, the reason why I ain't been saying that, because to me it sounds like that you're begging, and I'm not gonna beg. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna beg because I don't think it's right to have to beg. But you got them out there. Uh, uh, I mean, I've seen them out there, man, tell you, oh, if I don't get 1,000 likes or blah 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 this and blah 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 that, and tell you, come on, man, that's making you look desperate. You know, if you know people like you, they're gonna like you. If they don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't beg. And that's what I felt like I was doing, guys. So basically what I did is I backed off from doing that. Because, you know, I'm not going to beg, man. I mean, I don't think it's right to be on here begging. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, I don't feel that I don't feel that that's right, that I'm going to be on here begging. So that's why you haven't heard me say anything about that. And that's the reason why. There we go. Alright, now, let's see if this one right here. Look at there. That's gonna work just fine right there. Well, do I need to flip it over? See if it's gonna work better. Yeah, exactly what I mean to do. But anyway, that gives you an idea. See now? See there? Yeah, yeah. I had one that didn't want to play the game, so I had to make it play the game. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, guys, if you don't mind, subscribe to me. It would really help my channel out. And it's free, don't cost you a dime. You know, but you know, I'm not going to beg you to. I just asked if you would. Put that on around. You know, I'd appreciate it if you would. But anyway, let's get back to world. All right then. Chop a little glue off over in there. All right, let me grab another. I don't have another small one, so I'll have to use a big one. But it'll work. Man, dude, I need to clean, man. Dude, no doubt, I need to clean. Cause I haven't got. Well, now what are you doing that for? No sense in that. Well, why are you doing that for now? Come on. Ain't no sense in it. Screwing everything up here. Come on, baby. These are crap, by the way. You see these? These are crap. Because they do that. See that? That's stupid. They should be in one place. They should be solid. Yeah. I bought some, and I refuse to buy any more of them. For that simple fact right there. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm filming, buddy. You feeling better? All right, good. Yeah, he's feeling a little bit better. He's had fluid on his ears, man. We can't get it taken care of. Yeah, we can't get it taken care of. Is that overlap? No. It ain't overlap, but it ain't helping matters none the way this is working out here. But yeah, he's had fluid on his ears, and we took him and got him medicine, and he took the medicine and it went away, but then it came right back. I'm afraid we're gonna have to put tubes in them old ears, and I ain't really looking forward to that at all. Because our other kids had tubes in their ears, and oh wow. Alright, back that off. Put it up here like this. There we go. Still ain't gonna work, is it? Wait a minute. The oldest, it worked for him, but the middle one, it didn't work. And now he's got to have tubes. Well, we don't know yet, but I got a funny feeling that he's going to have tubes in his. And, well, what the hell? All right, there we go. hoping that he ain't gonna have to, but I'm afraid he is. And I'm afraid he's gonna have to have tubes in his. Well, it ain't gonna man. I don't understand why that ain't working. Yeah, it's done got hot out here. I had to turn that fan off, man. Now I'm sweating. I'm having a tough time trying to get this right. Well, don't do that. Trying to get this right here to do what it needs to do. And the problem is I ain't got enough clamps. Because these are crap. Those are crap. This is too big. And I don't have another small one. So what am I going to do? Because I got to have... I got to have something here. And I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't have nothing to do it with. I don't have the tools that I need. I don't have the tools that I need, guys. I'm kind of in a pickle, Dick. Yeah, I am. Because like I said, I don't have the tools. I'm going to try it. I know it ain't going to work. It's going to end up ticking me off. But I'm going to try it. Yeah, see, it ain't going to work. It's just going to flip. These are just going to flip. I ought to glue them, is what I ought to do. Because that ain't going to work. I ought to just glue every one of these in a solid, like they should be. Yeah, y'all don't buy these. These are crap right here. Absolute garbage. Dude, the only thing, wait a minute, I forgot about these. Drop it in the floor. It'll be all right. Come on now, baby, get out of my way. Let me do what I need to do here. All right, here we go. I forgot about these. Yeah, I did. And as you see, I ain't even opened them. Yeah, I ain't even opened these. It says open right here. There we go. Now then. Yep, I bought these. I forgot about these. There we go. Yeah, I forgot I bought these. There we go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, I forgot I bought these. And I bought these for this reason right here. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. I seen these on sale and I said, man, I can use those. Yeah, I did. So I bought me some. Alright, now we're just going to let that right there dry. Yeah. But like I said, I was making a video. And I thought I hit record and I didn't. And I was like, I can't believe it. Yeah, I was like, man, I can't believe I didn't hit record. But I did. So, and I already had this thing, like I said, I already had this thing almost built. Except for just a little bit that I'm doing. And I put more glue on it this time. Yeah, I put more glue on it this time. But I couldn't believe that it didn't record. I was like, "Are you serious?" Ooh, come on, slide for me, slide. Trying to get it to stick. There we go. Well, I didn't say slide up, I just said stick. There we go. But yeah, so the idea that I'm going to have here is I wanted to make this look not like your typical birdhouse. That's why I did the sides the way I did them. Yeah, because I didn't want it to be like, I mean, I could have made a plain Jane birdhouse. Yeah, I could have. I could have easily made a plain Jane birdhouse, but that's not my style, like I said earlier. That's not my style. That ain't how I like to do things. I like to do things different. And yeah. So no, ain't gonna work. I didn't really want to do that either, but I'm going to. No, I'm not either. Just gonna leave it like that. Yeah. Gonna leave it like this, guys, and just let it ride. Yep. Alright. I shouldn't even put the top back on this. No, shouldn't even put the top back on it. There you go. Now then. But yeah, I've always, even when I do my artwork and I come up with my own ideas, I like to be different. Man, I got a blob. See, look at all that. See all that? See that blob right there? Yeah, that's what I was having problems with. It didn't want to come out. See, now it's going to come out just fine. See, that's what I was talking about. You got to watch. You got to watch, because this stuff, sometimes it'll lump up on you. It'll get in there and it'll get settled and it'll lump up. And as you see, that lumped up. And as you see, I used a lot of glue. I used a lot of glue. Yeah, I did. I used a lot of glue. But the thing of it is that it ain't coming off. And that's what I want. I don't want it to come off. Well, it ain't gonna come off. No, sir. But anyway, and now see, I'm not done with the roof. No, I'm not done with the roof. But as of right now, I'm Lord have mercy, I like to have dropped it, and if I'd have dropped it, it would have got dirt all in it. And that'd been horrible. Yeah, it would have. That would have been horrible. Because then it would have been a mess. Yeah, then it would have been a mess. But yeah. You gonna stay? Yeah, you gonna stay? No, you ain't gonna stay. I'll make you stay. I'm gonna make you stay. Well, I'm gonna make you stay like this. There you go. There you go. And then there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeehaw! Did y'all see that? It must have been this one that flew off. There you go. Alright. And then there you go. That'll work right there. Alright. Anyway. Alright. I got the roof on it. Alright. You know what? I need one right there, don't I? I didn't realize I did, but I do. There you go. There you go. Alright. I don't know where that one went. It flew somewhere. I'll find it later. I'll find it later. Boy, these glasses right here are dirty. Alright. So, we're going to let that dry. Yeah, we're going to let that dry. And now what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Because I don't want my glue to screw up again. Alright, we're going to do that. And check it out. I made a little chimney for it too, see? See, I'm going to set me a chimney on it. See there? I'm going to have me a chimney on it like that. Yeah, I made me a chimney too. See, I'm doing all kind of little detailing things. This is what I'm saying to you, you know. I mean, I could have just built you just a normal old birdhouse, but I'm not, that's not the way that I work, so. And I'm trying to think, I don't know if I want to put the birdhouse on the fence or if I want to put it on this pole right here, which I got to cut that pole down. But I don't know if I want to put it on this pole and set it right here, or if I actually want to put it on the fence. I think I'm going to put it on the fence. But anyway, let me go ahead and cut this. Right quick. How long have I been going? 54 minutes. Ooh. All right, well, let me cut this out. All right, let me cut this out. Well, anyway, guys. All right. This is almost an hour long. I just wanted to show you what I had going on with my birdhouse and the whole 9 yards, and I will come back and I'll show you some more, and then we will finish it up and do the finishing product. But until then, next time.